2081, and that's only... All right, it's a September 28th late model sportsman classic race here. The top 10 are already locked into this afternoon's feature. I'll run down real quick. Your fastest qualifier was 670, then 98, 22, 550, 88, 84, 7 up, 11, 06, and 12. Those are your 10 top qualifiers. We're going to take 2 from each preliminary heat, the late model class, and those 2 cars will be guaranteed a spot in this afternoon or the evening's feature. 7X is Rick Martin, 75. 75.
133 is
Pat Irvin. Carl Enos, 66, Mike Himes. Bill Bittaker in 32, 00. I don't even see him here. Dana Ditcher in 75, 00 is Sean Irwin. I believe that's everyone there in that heat. So, Rick Martin and Dana Ditcher. Dana Ditcher, bringing them in. Clean lap 1. Rick Martin, your leader. 133 on the outside. Carl Enos. 3rd. Mike Hines 4th. Sean Irwin in 5th. Dana Ditcher in 6th. And Wild Bill Bittaker in 7th. Top 2 make the feature. Carl Enos is your leader. Mike Hines in 2nd. Halfway in. Has got a commanding lead. Carl Enos in 5, Mike Himes in 66, and Sean Irwin in 00. 133, Wild Bill Bittaker 32, Rick Martin is 7X, and Dana Ditcher. Rick Martin spinning out in the infield, white flag coming out. Final lap. Here comes your winner. And Mike Hives will make the feature. Then 00, 32, 133, 75, and 7X.
From Uricksville, Carl Enos. Carl Enos right there, your winner. Second place went to 66. Mike Himes of Strasburg. 3rd was 00. Sean Irvin of Robertsville. Carl Enos, he has driven off and on here for about 15 years. But not every week. But always does very well. Carl Enos of Uricksville, your winner. The car co-sponsored by
Carl Enos and and Mike Hines will make the feature. All right, here comes your second field. 33 is Gary Smith. 71, no identification as right now. Then number 2, Bob Simchek. 31, Tom Early. 45 is Ed Singhaus. 14 is Terry Kaler. 7 is Gene Pringle. I believe that's all of them. Joel Christensen.
Number 2 is Dave Brewer of the Alliance. 35.
I believe they said 71 is Joel Christensen.
Number 7, Gene Sprinkle of New Philadelphia.
No correction, that number 2 is Bob Simchek, not Dave Darrow.
I don't know. Let him do what he wants. All right, 7 cars, 8 laps. The top 2 will make the feature automatically. Gary Smith in 33. Joel Christensen going to bring him in. Tom Early. Bob Sinachek. Ed Singhaus, Terry Kaler, and Gene Pringle. Here we go. Got a green. Scott Ramey this afternoon. Scott Ramey. And he just spins out in turn 3. Got a caution flag. Be a total restart.
We'll check something on that report. Down.
Jerry Westchester.
I believe now is driving 14.
Come on, you bunch of rookies.
Dean Miles got to get them lined up again. Doubled up, we might get a start this time. Gary Smith, Joel Westchester bringing them in. Westchester out to leading. Gary Smith. Number 2, Bob Simchek. Oh! Scott Ramey and Singhas. Tangle up at turn 3 and 4. No yellow. It's 71 and 14. Then 2, 7, 33, 45, and 31. Larry Gill at 14 this afternoon. Joel Westchester got the lead. And Bob Sinachek. James Pringle. Gary Smith. Ed Singhas and Scott Ramey. Halfway this time by. Ed Singhas going in the pit. Gary Smith's already went in the pit. White flag coming out. It's Larry Gill, Joel Westchester, James Pringle, Bob Sinachek, and Scott Ramey. Here comes your winner, Larry Gill from Bolivar, and Joel Christians, Westchester, excuse me. Then James Pringle, Bob Sinachek, Scott Ramey. So your second heat qualifiers is number 14 and 71.
Second heat winner, Larry Gill of Bolivar, right there. Larry Gill. Second place went to number 71, Gerald Wiesnetzer. Third place went to number 7, Gene Pringle. Third heat.
So I think it's 71 used to be.
These are late models. These are late models.
Kenny. Well, yep. That's what Ronnie did.
Larry Gill, Bolivar.
Well, did he buy it at one time?
All right, here comes your third heat. We're trying to get these names for you. Tim Hiller looks like he's going to be on the outside of the pole there. 168, we never did get a name on him. Can't even tell what it is on top of the car. Hailstar on the pole. Then 92, Lloyd Cullen. David Day. All right, and then 1 is Rick Allborn. Here we go with the green. Flag coming out. Going to have a total restart. We'll get this lineup for you now. At least the names anyway. 6. Gay. David Gay and 168. And 668 is Bear Schwartz. 10 is Kelly Cottonball. 168 is David Gay. And 95 there's Tim Hiller. 92. Who? Tony? Harkenberg?
Danny Reed. Danny Harkenberg. H-A-R-K-E-N-B-U-R-G.
Harkenberg. All right. 33 is Chip Cheeseboro. And I believe that gets all of them there now. Got the lineup.
We're down to Chesborough.
Chesborough at 33. Here we go. Eddie's gonna give him the green this time. Oh, bumper, something just flew off. Oh, man. Tim Hill, our Mr. Hard Luck driver.
Sonny Arkenberg of Alliance 92. Number 33.
All right, we might get a start. There's 6 cars left. We got a green right now. Top 2. The top 2 makes a feature.
Second.
Then comes Bear Swart and Denny Arkenberg. Then 168. David Gay. Chip and number 33, your leader. Now in second. Halfway, it just was completed here on that lap, halfway. Chip go a little hard at 1. Still your leader. Board down on the inside. Final lap coming up. Chip Cheeseborough. 92 is going to be Denny Arkenberg. And 168, David Gay. In that order. So,
it looked like number 33 had it all his way. Chesborough gone to height, but then Rick Harbour of Kenton found a way to get inside and run home over the Marville. So first place went to Rick Harbour of Kenton.
Rick Harbour is from Canton, Ohio.
Went to number 10, Kelly Cottonball.
And Kelly Cottonball from New Philly are locked into the feature now. Everybody else has to go through the consi, which will be coming up later on this afternoon. The next heat out on the track are all guaranteed a starting spot in the feature. These are the top 10 qualifiers. All right, here's your top 10 lineup. Number 12 is Randy Smith. Then Mark McGrath. 11 is Rodney Digg. Then 7 up, Farmer Smith. Then Rich Schweitzer at 84. Mike Dawson, 88. 550, Kenny Carroll. 22, Baldy Baker Jr. 98, Wes Galbraith in your top qualifier with a 1688 today is Roger Leinert.
Start out.
I got a piece of metal up there in the turn 1. Roy King's wrecking crew's going to take care of that. Fastest qualifier, here we go. Randy Smith, he's from Canton. And Mark McGrath, he's from Strasburg. Rodney Digg is from Denison. Farmer Smith's from New Philly. 84, Rich Schweitzer from New Philly. 88, Mike Dawson from Carrollton. 550, Kenny Carroll from New Philly. Baldy Baker from Strasburg. 98, Wes Galbraith from Ericksville. And 670, Roger Leinert is from New Philadelphia. A few of these drivers competed last week up at Sandusky. And Roger Leinert, I believe, finished 5th. Baldy Baker Jr. finished 2nd. Randy Smith was there, and he did make it in the feature, but I do not know where he finished in the race. Roger Leinert blew a motor the night on Saturday night. And Mike Dawson, yes, there. Mike Dawson was there. I think he made it into the feature too. Did he make it in the feature? Or I don't think he did he?
Maybe not.
I don't think Mike Dawson made the feature, but he was there in the preliminaries. Like I said, Roger Leinert, he was in the top 10 in that race. He was 2nd in the top 10. And he was 2nd fastest qualifier. And in their heat race, he blew a motor and going into turn 3. But they fixed it, put a new motor in, and he finished 5th in the feature the following day. So here we go. These are your top 10 qualifiers. All 10 are locked into this evening's feature. That is Rodney Digg. Then 7 up, Farmer Smith. Then Rich Schweitzer at 84, Mike Dawson 88, 550, Kenny Carroll 22, Baldy Baker Jr. 98, Wes Galbraith in your top qualifier with a 1688 today is Roger Leinert.
Start out.
I got a piece of metal up there in the turn 1. Roy King's wrecking crew's going to take care of that. Fastest qualifier, here we go. Randy Smith, he's from Canton. And Mark McGrath, he's from Strasburg. Rodney Digg is from Denison. Farmer Smith's from New Philly. 84, Rich Schweitzer from New Philly. 88, Mike Dawson from Carrollton. 550, Kenny Carroll from New Philly. Baldy Baker from Strasburg. 98, Wes Galbraith from Ericksville. And 670, Roger Leinert is from New Philadelphia. A few of these drivers competed last week up at Sandusky. And Roger Leinert, I believe, finished 5th. Baldy Baker Jr. finished 2nd. Randy Smith was there, and he did make it in the feature, but I do not know where he finished in the race. Roger Leinert blew a motor the night on Saturday night. And Mike Dawson, yes, there. Mike Dawson was there. I think he made it into the feature too. Did he make it in the feature? Or I don't think he did he?
Maybe not.
I don't think Mike Dawson made the feature, but he was there in the preliminaries. Like I said, Roger Leinert, he was in the top 10 in that race. He was 2nd in the top 10. And he was 2nd fastest qualifier. And in their heat race, he blew a motor and going into turn 3. But they fixed it, put a new motor in, and he finished 5th in the feature the following day. So here we go. These are your top 10 qualifiers. All 10 are locked into this evening's feature. Randy Smith leading in turn 1. Then Rodney Digg, Mark McGrath, Rich Schweitzer, Farmer Smith, your top 5. Then Kenny Carroll, Mike Dawson, Baldy Baker, Wes Galbraith, and Roger Leinert. Oh! You get that? I think Kenny Carroll's tires up there with Schweitzer.
By everybody. Yeah, what a terrible break for Rich Schweitzer and Kenny Carroll. there for a feature. These guys can do amazing things in those pits, I'll tell you. They really can.
And Roger Liner walked away with that.
Roger Liner's very good reaction. He didn't have any place to go. Put on his brakes and just barely popped that car, but he could have been a lot worse if he hadn't reacted so quickly. But apparently all the drivers are okay. That's the important.
All right.
What division?
That's late model division. All right, we lost 2 cars, naturally. Rich Schweitzer in 84. I hope this car is not totaled out. I feel sorry for him. This next to last race of the season here at Midvale, and he dropped the transmission early and come back and have that happen to him. And then, of course, Kenny Carroll losing the rear tire. Hopefully he can make it back for the feature. Here we go, got a green. Farmer Smith getting bumped by Mike Dawson. It's still Randy Smith, Mark McGrath, Rodney Day. Coming up this time for Randy Smith. These guys are all locked into the feature. White flag coming out next time by. It's 12, 06, 88, 11, 7 up, 670, 98, and 22, but Dawson making a move. Mike Dawson making a move on the last lap. He's got a half a lap to go. It's all going to depend on how he comes out of turn 4. Close one, but I think Randy Smith won it. We'll wait to see. Another one of these close calls here at Midvale Speedway. 12 looks like won it, but we'll wait to find out the official one.
Either 88 or 12, 1 or 2, right? You agree with that? It was 1 or 2. The winner is number 12. Mike Dawson, and he just didn't agree with us on that. I don't blame him. I'd want to win it too, but so Randy Smith of Kansas.
So your 4th heat won't make any difference. We'll just leave that off. We'll write down the winner was 1288.
We're right on the line. We can see it very well up here. Even though there's some who think we're blind.
Randy Smith from Canton, Ohio. Now the top 10 locked on this one in too?
I don't know how they do that.
What do we have here? 13th Street Sign. And on number 38.
number 1.
John Succo was third.
Top four make the feature. It's 281, 125 right now. And 65, 48, 07, 100, 24, and 05. Halfway comes up Eddie Warmack, giving him the halfway this time by. The number 2. Cakeley trying to take over that second place spot. He's giving 81 a little love tap. Oh, 81 going up high. It's still number 2, 181, 125. 05 into the infield a second time. White flag coming out for number 2. Battle right now for third spot between 81 and 125. 125 getting down on the inside of 81. The checker flag is in the air for number 2. 81's going to lose his spot. Oh, just about. 2, 1, 125, 81, and your first alternate will be 24. Then 48, 65, 07, 100, and 05.
There you have our street stock consolation.
Street stock consolation.
Our cars are in the feature. The fifth car is the first alternate. Number 2 is your winner, Dave Burrows.
Dave Burrows from Alliance. Darrow. All right, late model consolation. The top 6 drivers will automatically go into the feature.
Top 6 will make the feature. This is their last chance.
Last chance race.
Of the afternoon. Number 7 is Gene Crankville of New Philadelphia. 32, Bill Whitaker of New Philly. 68 is Bill Schwartz of New Philly in 68. 35, Ed Slinghouse of Tippecanoe. Number 33, Chip Chancellor of Rocky White. Number 0 is
00. Number 2. Yeah, Bob Simacek. 133 is Pat Irwin. And 31 is Scott Ramey this afternoon. 92 is being driven by Denny Artberg. 75 is being driven by Dana Ditcher. Then 7X is Rick Martin. 168 is David Gay. 33 is Gary Smith, and 0 is a latecomer. Don't have identification of him at all. Then I say it's Gene Pringle in 7, Bill Bicker in 32, Bear Schwartz in 68, Ed Singhouse in 45, 33 is Chip Cheeseborough. That's got their lineup. Here we go, got a great. Top 6 maker in. Gene Pringle, Bill Bittaker battled out for that top spot. Now turn 3. Blown motor in turn 3. Blow motor off. All right, here we go. Another restart. Gene Pringle. Zeros, 2 and 133. Yellow flag, big pile up in turn 2 on turn 4. The top 6 will automatically make the feature. It seems like it's taking forever to get this race in. Gene Pringle and Bear Schwartz are bring them in. Your top 6 are automatically in. On the bubble right now is number 2, Bob Sinacek. 133 again on the inside of Bob Sinacek. Pat Irvin trying to take over that last spot. Going down the back stretch, he thinks he's got it. Still Pringles, Swart, Bittaker, and Chip Cheeseborough, and Sean Irvin in 00. Pat Irvin has taken over 6th spot. Halfway that time by, halfway. Gene Pringle out in front. Chip Cheeseborough hanging on that 4th spot, being challenged by 00. Sean Irvin taking over, trying to take over 4th. Chip going high in turn 4. Sean Irvin taking over 4th. Still Gene Pringle, Schweitzer, Thornton 68. Oh, Eddie Warmack getting into that white flag, getting ready to get that pulled out pretty soon here. All right, here we go. White flag coming out this time by for Gene Pringle. On the bubble right now is 133, Pat Irwin. Here comes your winner, Gene Pringle, and Bear Schwartz, Bill Bedeker. 00, Sean Irwin, 33, Chip Cheeseborough, and the last car into the feature right now, 133, Pat Irwin. Your first alternate would be number 2. That would be Bob Sinacek, then Gary Smith, then 92.75, and then I believe 31, Scott Ramey.
All right, your consolation winner, and he gets into the feature. Gene Pringle.
Gene Pringle, your Consi winner in the late model division here this afternoon.
Second place went to 68, Bear Schwartz of New Philadelphia. Third was 32, Bill Whittaker of New Philadelphia. 00.
Sean Irvin finished 4th.
Sean Irvin of
5th.
Louisville, for the first time in 00.
Was 33, Chip Cheeseborough, and 6th was 133, Pat Irwin.
This is intermission time. Everything at the novelty stand is on sale tonight. Go down, take a look, see what's there, make an offer. Everything's on sale at the novelty stand tonight. Chance for you to take a little break right here. The Fraser stand is open with hot sandwiches and drinks and snacks. The novelty stand is featuring everything on sale. Ready?
I've done that before. I brought bottles here all the time. We used to leave that lady said that. They know certain people ain't gonna do nothing wrong, but they gotta announce it for everybody. I think I got tickets.
Ready for this big exciting night of racing.
Lived 3 miles from the racetrack and was shot in the head.
I didn't know to see that.
One guy, these 4 guys, they drove guts on that right. They knew everything about everybody, and they didn't know the thing.
During that feature race, he was 57 there.
You Anyway, this press box goes in. We're going with the VIP lounge. They call it. Chris told me the other day what they wanted to do.
Yes. I'll give you my address and phone number. I'll just give you my phone number, all right? You got any idea what you really want? We can tell you something about it, or you haven't made it? Oh yeah, everything. On the late model and the super late. And
Hey, we got everything.
Yeah.
Super late model.
okay, well we definitely got
We
everything.
got everything but like two street stock stuff. Like one street stock feature. Great feature. They don't have really anything.
Yeah.
This is the main attraction of the
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you the price.
Whatever you want to call it. This is the main attraction of the
2 hours of anything you
A
want.
50-lap late model feature.
$35.
50 laps.
2 hours.
Let's take a look at the field. Number 12
Well, if you want more than that, the
is
price
Randy
drops
Smith
a
with
lot.
Cannon on the pole.
There's quite a bit, 2 hours, but some guys that want 4 hours, like I said, we drop the price down. It's like another $30, like another $50.
Seven up,
Like
Tom Smith of New Philadelphia.
out 2 hours.
550, Kenny Carroll of New Philadelphia.
Hey, 35 bucks.
Starting third is 11, Ron Tagg of Genesis.
I'm Chubb Allen.
Starting fifth is 88, Mike Dawson of Carrollton.
I mean,
Those are your top 6 cars. Turning into seventh position, Wally Baker of Strasburg.
we got to do simple. I can help you out. I want to do. I want to do Kenny Carroll. I got his.
98, Red Galvin of Ericksville.
Yeah, I figure Kenny Carroll.
670, Roger Reiner of New Philadelphia. Number 5, being driven today by Carolinos of Ericksville.
$5 a piece. That's what.
Blue 66, Mike Hines of Strasburg. Fred Jane, Larry Hill of Bolivar.
Yeah, it's good at that time of night. You sit on this side. Sit over there. I'll just stand up. I'll just stand up.
Number 71 out for the first time today.
You're on play and record.
I know.
Catch it now.
I get that right yet.
That should be back. All right. Here's your field. Number 12, Randy Smith. Mark McGrath in 06. And Rodney Digg at 11. 7 up is Farmer Smith. 88, Mike Dawson. Kenny Carroll in 550. Then Baldy Bigger Jr. 22. Wes Galbraith in 98. Then Roger Leinert, your top qualifier in 670. And then comes Carl Enos in 5. 66, Mike Himes. Then 14 is Larry Gill. 71. 71 was Joel Westchester. And in the next, Rick Allborn in 1. 10 is Kelly Cottonball. 7, Gene Pringle. 68 is Mayor Schwartz, Bill Bittaker, 32, 00. That number 2 made it. All right, 2 did make it. And then 00, 33, 133, and 2. Here we go. 50 laps. Late model sportsman feature. Mark McGrath sliding into that lead and coming out of turn 2 with Randy Smith in second. Farmer Smith third. Kenny Carroll in that 4th spot. Then comes Mike Dawson, Rodney Digg, Wes Galbraith, Baldy Baker Jr., and Roger Leinert. 50 Smith now in second. Then comes Mike Dawson, Farmer Smith. Then Kenny Carroll, Wes Galbraith, Baldy Baker Jr. Mike Hines sliding the infield. Yellow flag is out. Kelly Cottonball, and then number 10 and 71. Joel Westchester spinning out in turn 2. The names we didn't get on that lineup was number 33. That was Chip Cheeseborough. 00 is Sean Irvin. 133 is Pat Irvin. Number 2 is Bob Simachek. And I believe that was the rest of the lineup we didn't get to before they started. But they'll get them lined up here right now. Mark McGrath, 06, been out here just about every week this year they've run. Had a nasty wreck at the Canton Motor Speedway one night on a Saturday evening. Got himself a new body on that, a Monte Carlo shape. And we're on pause. No, we ain't on pause.
Okay, the field has been given credit for 3 laps.
3 laps complete. 3 laps complete.
Mark McGrath. 12, Randy Smith. 7, Tom Smith. 88, Mike Johnson. 550, Kenny Carroll. 98, Wes Galbraith.
All right, I just checked the box.
11, Ron Begg. 22, Baldy Baker. 670, Roger Leonard. Number 5, Carl Enoch. 66, Mike Hines. 14, Larry Hill. Number 1, Rick Harborn. 32, Bill Whitaker. 68, Jared Schwartz. 33, Chip Cheeseborough. 00, Sean Irvin. Number 2, Bob Simachek. 70, Joe Winchester. Number 10, Kelly Kaltenbaugh. Looking for the green anytime now. 3 laps down.
3 laps in, we're gonna get a green this time. One more parade lap, one more parade. Mark McGrath, Randy Smith gonna bring them in. They're the pace setters right here. One more. All right, they're slowed down now. Mark McGrath, Randy Smith. Got a green, got a green. Still, Mark McGrath get out of the lead. Then Farmer Smith moving to that second spot. Kenny Carroll moving to that third spot. Randy Smith, then Mike Dawson, Wes Galbraith, Baldy Baker, and Rodney Day. Mike Dawson trying to go high on Randy Smith. semi coming out. Big pile up here. Number 11, Ronnie Daig, and number 1, Rick Allborn. Smoking. They're looking underneath the car. See if it's dripping any oil or anything, losing oil. Kenny's kind of had a rough year, finishing second in the points, but that doesn't always tell the whole story.
Kenny Carroll's on fire right now. What?
No, I was talking about his video. Kenny's on fire, I think.
So I found out from Wagner today. 27 I will send it again. Okay? Yeah, I got it.
In. Kenny Carroll's over in the pits there working very hard on his car. So I guess Kenny's calling it a night. I think Kenny's taking off his fire suit. Don't blame me for being. There's 11 laps in. Mark McGrath and Barbara Smith going to bring him in. Mark McGrath is your leader. And Mike Dawson. Barbara Smith, Roger Liner, Baldy Baker, Wes Galbraith, Randy Smith. And Mike Hines, James Pringle. Oh my God! 14.
Oh, man, did he slip?
He was airborne. '66 Mike Himes and Larry Gill getting together. I don't know if he's out of the car yet or not.
Be careful of the fire now, be careful. We think that it's 14, Larry Gill.
Can't get everything. Any drivers?
But all the drivers report with their cars down to the pit gate there. All the drivers report to their cars and move them to the backstretch for the continued lineup, please.
13 laps in. 37 more to go. Mike Dawson. Mike Dawson, your leader. Roger Leiter second. Farmer Smith third. Baldy Baker fourth. Randy Smith fifth. And Gene Pringle, Bill Baker, Bear Schwartz. Mike Dawson from Carroll, your leader. Dawson, Liners, Baker, Smith, Pringle, Schwartz, Binnicker, Enos. Turn one's going to be a big one. Dawson gets through that all right. Dawson's tires hold out, buddy. Liner will not give up on him. Liner has no rookie out there. He will take him high, he'll take him low. But if either one of those make a mistake, Baker's right there in third right now. Liner is edging ahead. Down the home stretch. It's Liners, Dawson, Baker, Farmer Smith, Randy Smith, Gene Pringle, Bear Schwartz, Bill Binnicker, Carl Enos. 33, 71, 10, and 00. Halfway in right now, halfway. Bill Binnicker slow way down. Bill trying to keep her going till he gets to the pits. Make it. All right, it's Roger Liner, Mike Dawson, Baldy Baker Jr., Farmer Smith. Trying to get by Carl Enos back here for nice spot. He's got him. West working on Bear Schwartz now for 7th. He's got Bear Schwartz. Moving up on Gene Pringle now. Trying to get that 6th spot off of Gene Pringle. He's got him. Now he's got Randy Smith in his sights. Liner's still your leader, then Dawson. Baldy Baker Jr., Farmer Smith. Your battle is there for 5th. Wes Galbraith taking 5th, coming out of turn 4 over Randy Smith. Lap traffic in the way of Liner, coming out of turn 2. far between them. Room to get the leader. It's 670, 88, 22, 7 up, 98, 12, 7, 68, 5, 1, 11, on the lead lap. West Galbraith is catching Farmer Smith for fourth. 10 laps to go. 10 more times. West Galbraith is giving it all she's got to get that car up there to challenge Farmer Smith. And he's right on Farmer Smith's bumper right now. Might get the black flag. Spin out down to turn 2. I think West Galbraith challenger for third. He'll have to go back to fifth. Put your book away. Times around, no go. Roger Liner, Mike Dawson gonna bring him in. Here we go. Kelly Compa almost lost it on the restart. West Galbraith got into that fourth spot. He's Farmer Smith. 7 more laps to go. West Galbraith giving all she's got to get that Goldie Baker for third. 6 more times. Then still Liner, Dawson, Goldie Baker Jr. and West Galbraith. 5 more laps to go. It's a dash for the cash, buddy. Randy Smith getting on the inside of Farmer Smith. And he's bringing Gene Pringle with him. Farmer can't get down. 3 laps to go. Bear Swartz getting on the inside of him. Farmer Smith falling back. 2 more times around they'll go. It's Liner, Mike Dawson, Goldie Baker, and West Galbraith. Gene Pringle, Randy Smith battling out there for that 5th spot. The white flag going out for Roger Liner. Here comes your winner out of turn 3 going into turn 4. Roger Liner, Mike Dawson, Goldie Baker, West Galbraith. And here we go for 5th. It's going to be Randy Smith, Gene Pringle, Bear Swartz, Rick Allboard. then Carl Enos, and then Farmer Smith. Those were the only guys left on the lead lap.
Well, I think it's appropriate that the point champion of 1986 will win the 50-lap championship. Roger the Dodger right there. Now Roger Ryder. What a tremendous year from there at that. The point champion of 1986. Great Norwood, fifth place in our 50-lapper.
Liner got out front about lap, not before lap 20. Oh yeah, a little after 20 laps, and nobody could catch him. Roger Liner, your 50-lap late model sportsman, 50-lap feature winner.
Let's Make a Deal is on every day at Brightwood Motors, just north of the racetrack. Second place went to 88, Mike Toss of Carrollton. Third was 22, Baldy Baker of Strasburg. Fourth, 98, Wes Galbraith of Wrightsville. Fifth place, number 12, Randy Smith of Canton. Sixth was number 7, Gene Sprinkle of Philadelphia. And eighth was 68, Bear Schwartz of New